What's good, family? Heart attack here, docking my ship and dropping the anchor. If you're looking for a platform to display your multiple talents, Anchor is where you need to be. Self-creativity promotion, worldwide lists, and a podcast to discover great talent. You can do all this with Anchor. And one more thing, don't forget about the Heart Attack Chronicle. Things will get more better and more creativity will be displayed. So don't shut us out. Check it out.
Peace and greeting everybody. I don't know if you can see me. I'm sitting in my car tonight because I had to find some peace and quiet. It's like a lot of people in my house. But then, tonight we're gonna talk about talk a little bit about the election. And we also gonna talk about the polls tonight. Basically my topic was, I got a little confused. I got back dark because my lights went out in my car. But we're gonna talk about Maryland remaining an all blue state, and the situation that I seen on Facebook with the candidate for the Maryland 7th District, candidate Miss Kimberly Klacik. Now my thing with this is that, you know, I kind of like been around Miss Klacik before, and she's a good person, and I knew and at the time when I was a Democrat, she was a Republican. And Miss Klacik, to my understanding and from what I know and from me being around her, is a wonderful person. Now, I don't understand why, excuse me, I'll take a sip of my coffee. I don't understand why somebody, just because they're not familiar with who she is or know who she is, will go up and say they never heard of her, because this person that was on Facebook, no offense to him, I never heard of him. And I had a mentoring program in East Baltimore. And Miss Kimberly Klacik, I didn't have no nonprofit. I didn't have no money. I didn't have a building, not a car. I was still struggling with paying my own rent, gas, and electric and everything. And Miss Kimberly Klacik took it upon herself to come to my house and pick me up and take me to events and places where I can get my foot in the door and try to change things for the community. And as black people, we got to stop being at the point where, as though, you know, because we're in different parties, that we're not able to help one another. We got to understand and I'm going to say it like this: there's black people, there's white people, there's Democrats, and there's Republicans. When it comes down to these parties like this, black people got to learn how to separate themselves off from that. Because a lot of time, we be burning our own bridges by turning down our people because they got a different idea or ideology. And I know a lot of us going to say, well, you know what I mean, you're only doing this to get votes and you're only doing this to get that and this. But we have to understand, if you do any research on Miss Kimberly Klacik, she been in the community for years. I've been doing my mentoring program since 2015, and she been doing that, giving clothes. And what I can't understand is that how these people can act this way when she was in the community. All them Democrats that didn't vote for her or didn't support her, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Well, I ain't gonna say ashamed of yourself. It's your choice, so I'm not gonna say ashamed. Maybe y'all know something I don't know. But, you know, all y'all wasn't talking about that when she was giving y'all clothes and helping y'all get housing and all that. But it hurted me. And I'm a Republican, like I said, that grew up in a Democrat household. And if anybody want proof of my background with Miss Klacik, I got pictures, I got events, I got people in my community that can prove that I communicated with this lady and herself. And I truly don't believe she deserved that type of disrespect, that type of assault and harassment. You know, as a leader dealing with black people, each other, and we're not bringing bodily harm to the community, or if our opponent ain't bringing bodily harm to the community, you know, we should sit them down first before we start blasting them. See, can we work with them first before we start blasting them? And then if everything don't work out, then we go to the next level. And it becomes a problem because I'm really supportive of this young lady. And she really like, you know, a real good-hearted lady. And I'm sitting up there looking at her on Facebook and I'm crushed. I'm appalled at how they would do that woman like that when she's always been so forward and always so giving. And, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I was a little disappointed a while back because I tried to contact, and I guess because I fell off the map with the mentoring program, she didn't ever contact me back. But I had to understand that, listen, in life, there's levels. And when you get to that certain level, you got to learn how to maintain that level before you start going back and trying to, put some of that effort back into your old community, because at the same time, you understand you're dealing with more deceitful people when you get up to that level. And we all want to stay in that point where we stay connected with our own communities, but we also got to give our community a chance to do their thing too. You understand what I'm saying? I got to turn the light off because I'm in the car. I don't know why I'm doing this live, but I'm hoping y'all hear me. And, it's not my face or how I look that appease y'all is what I'm talking about. I've been keeping up with everything since last night. Since they started voting and everything. I know a lot of people want to know if I voted and who I voted for, but like I told everybody, I'm going to wait until it's over and I'll tell everybody who I voted for. But if you know me, you already know who I voted for. Just give me take a sip out my coffee. I think, I don't know if people are going to believe me or not. A while ago, I told people, I said, Trump, when I voted for Trump, I said Trump is going to win. But I don't think he's going to do the whole term, 8 years. And tonight, on the 4th of October, on the 4th of November, it's starting to seem like it's going to be that way because Biden is breaking records, what really don't mean nothing. And it's a lot of things going on Facebook or the news, which we all know media could be fucked up sometime. And people is talking about Biden and his mail-in vote shit to be a problem. And with the times and everything like that, I do agree that we should have went about it by going in ourselves and voting. What do you guys think? Do you think the way things going, is it fair? I mean, because if it was the Republicans doing wrong, the Democrats would have a problem. And now that and you really can't say who's doing wrong because all this big old game they got going on, it's just like playing with toys, like playing with Lego blocks. Excuse me. You got all these people that come into these positions of power and they leave shit behind for each other to pick up. And by the time a person get a chance to fix anything, they in their last term and it's too late to fix anything. So what we do as people that don't have power or don't understand anything about politics, we sit down and we criticize each other, we belittle each other, we belittle the parties. We even get to the point where, as though, to be honest, I don't know, I'm gonna just be real, I don't even know why we have voting anymore, because don't nobody trust nobody. You get that? Don't nobody trust nobody no more. And it been bad for black. Look at this. Now, every powerful black person that get in the seat, it seems like they're representing the black community wrong. Not everyone, but majority of ones that get in the big powers. Don't seem like we getting represented wrong. Like, they putting out there like every black leader got a fucked up way about them. And it's becoming a real problem. And I don't know why people don't see it that way. And it's hurtful, being an ex-gangbanger, an ex-felon trying to change his life and do right. Not saying I cross all my T's and dot all my I's. I'm still fighting demons. But it's messed up to see people that's home, that got a chance to live their life, be so fucking evil and spiteful. It's crazy that every time a black person get in a position of power, they are either called Uncle Tom or either belittled to the point where as though Nobody to trust. It's always some out the wall person that come out and say, I've been doing this for a while, never heard of you. Yo, you know how many people never heard of you? Like, no disrespect to you, bro, but who the fuck is you? Who is you? And I'm not taking up for the woman as a Republican. I'm taking up for her as a person, as an individual, as somebody who worked in the community, as somebody who donated, took time out and hours and putting into the community. You know? She was one of the reasons that, Under Armour came, that big Under Armour thing came to Maryland that helped people get jobs. You know what I mean? And it may not have been much, but it was a start. It was a start. I never heard of this guy, this Democrat guy, whoever the hell he is. I never heard of him. Who the hell is he? I mean, not to say he's not important, and if he do right, I'm going to support him, Democrat or Republican, and that's what we supposed to do. When our black people is doing right, yo, we supposed to show them that we support them. And when they fuck up, we punish them as they deserve it. Like when all this stuff come out about Obama, man, say we don't want y'all in the jail. Give them to us. Give them to us. Let us show this motherfucker how I feel to fuck your own people over. And that's what people need to do, man. This shit ain't right. The way Miss Klacik was belittled in Baltimore, Maryland was not right. The way these polls, if Trump lose, you know what I mean, fairly, that's cool. But if shit getting trumped, shit ain't right. Black people took this time of coronavirus and sat down. Men were supposed to take themselves and discipline themselves to become better men, be better fathers and better hard workers. Mothers supposed to took themselves into becoming better mothers, better nurturers, better supporters. Children supposed to took themselves into getting better education, learning how to respect their parents. And as a family, we all supposed to sit down and learn how to respect each other once again. But know what we do? We go outside and we tear the streets up. We worry about this and we worry about that. And the whole time we being played through this poll. I wonder how many white people that came to our community, opened up stores, and how many protesters y'all did against them. And that's the crazy thing. Them Iraqi and them Chinese people come through from different countries and different states coming in, opening up stores. You don't see nobody come there talking about, you can't open a store right here. I've been around here for years. You ain't bringing no money in here. But soon a black party representative that's not to your likings, you want to criticize them. You want to criticize them without giving a chance. And that's our problem. We so accepted to these white people terms and conditions. I don't understand why, because they let you live longer. They let you live long to break your ass. I'd rather die and love my people than live in hate and cheat them out opportunities. Because I truly, sincerely believe Miss Kimberly Klack was cheated out of her opportunity to make a difference. Like it or not. Like it or not. And I wonder what the people going to do about it. Is we going to keep allowing our people to get cheated? Is we going to keep accusing them for doing wrong before they even do anything wrong? Are we going to keep saying because they're part of a party that they are perceived to always do wrong? How many? Obama was a Democrat and he didn't give you shit. Bill was a Democrat, ain't do shit for you. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Democrats ain't do shit for you. You dig what I'm saying? It's just hard to believe how we are. And I'm not saying and a lot of us are asleep, and a lot of us ignorant, and a lot of us just don't know no better. I just don't know why we just don't have a party that represents straight minority black people. that's first stepping up as like city councils and shit like that. And I'm not talking about just no regular black person stepping up just to try to get a seat. And I'm not saying you stepping up just to try to get a seat. Not to say that you're not trying to help the community. I'm just mean somebody this title that say this is for black people. When shit get rough, this who steps out and does the thing. And people gonna say the MCP. No, I'm not talking about that type shit. I'm talking about one that gets no funding from white people, who can at least last 20 years. 20 years, ran, developed, conducted, structured, and lawed by just blacks. I don't understand why we can't get that yet. And it has nothing against our white counterparts or Mexican counterparts. And if you understand where I'm coming from, you wouldn't even get mad and say I'm racist. This is my family. Just as well as I gotta take care of my family in my house, and you saying, you know what I mean, you're not next door neighbor, you got and you know what I mean, you got a next door neighbor that needs so much help but you can't help them. That's my family. I'm supposed to take care of them. Yo, black people is my family. I'm supposed to take care of them, yo. We are supposed to. And the ones that fuck up, we just let them keep fucking up their own way. Black businesses don't get support. Black podcasters get the wrong type of support. You gotta literally be on here and belittle people and talk trash to get people to listen to you. You can't talk positive. And there's a lot of podcasters that's on the podcast that I don't fuck with personally, but that don't mean I ain't gonna support that podcast, because some of them got some good episodes. We need to conduct ourselves as human beings and separate ourselves from these animal ways. I don't think that was fair. I don't think that was, as you would say, politically correct, morally correct, as a community to walk out there and stand in the middle block. And I give it to Miss Klack. She took it like a chant. She took it like a straight chant. And I respect everything about that with her. And I think, it's just terrible. We just need to step our game up, be real, be honest with each other, and be fair. Because if we don't, we're gonna keep going around this mulberry bush trying to find ways to explain things or make things better, or try to find ways to make it seem like we're not doing bad things or leaving each other behind. Because, you know, our problem is we talk so much about that shit and just instead of letting it be. Yo, every day you meet a new black person that you just click with. Just let that be, yo. If you click with a person, you click with a person. But that don't mean because you don't click with a person, you got to be disrespectful and mean, or you get a vibe off a person, you don't like them, so you're going to be mean. That's not what we supposed to do. You're not going to like everybody. I know everybody don't like Miss Kimberly Klacik. I know everybody don't like Republicans, but we not the ones out there blowing up shit. We not the ones out there beating up people. We not the ones that's adopting these terrorist ways and doing crazy shit. And I will not sit up there and say it never happened with us. You know, all peaceful protesters have been infiltrated. The Democrats protest, Black Lives Matters protest, every protest been infiltrated. So don't think I'm trying to be some Uncle Tom ass nigga. I love my Democrat brothers and sisters. And this ain't no way to manipulate you to try to say, and I don't even know if Trump lost yet, but this ain't no way to try to manipulate you so I can walk the streets safe. This is the way. This is just a way of telling you, yo, I care for you, yo. Let's just go to work, feed our family, build some type of morals and integrity within ourselves, and keep it beating. That's all I'm saying. We need to learn how to do better, learn how to respect people more. And I think, you know what I mean, we should actually give Miss Kimberly Klack a chance, because I don't think she's going to stop what she was doing before she ran and lost. And in my eyes, she didn't lose. Because it goes to prove how phony people is. Because people all across the city was holding her signs. All across Baltimore was holding her signs. And this is a shout out to Miss Kimberly Klack, Miss Klacik, and her family and her supporters. And, you know, everybody that stuck by her and voted for, you know, we're not always going to see eye to eye. This is not our country. These are not our parties. This is not our, you know, our property. So we got to get in where we fit in. And we got to learn how to let our black leaders know we support them until they mess up. We got to let them know that. We're not showing them that. We're not giving them their due respect. We're not. We need to change that. So this is my episode for the night. I'm Heart Attack. This is the Heart Attack Chronicles. Keep it beating or let it flatline. Hey everyone, this is Heart Attack. Welcome to the Heart Attack Chronicles / Where's My Coffee? If you all don't know, as of November the 5th, things might change for a lot of people. Half, yeah, half, no. But let's not that be all important. Let's not that be the important thing. Let's move on, be peaceful, try to make the world better in your homes, outside, and at work. Remember, this Saturday, I will have an episode which will also be on YouTube on Where's My Coffee. I'm going to try to see if I can contact this guy I met this weekend. I wish I had a piece of paper with me. I always do this a lot. But once I get his name, I'll broadcast it. He's a book writer and a music artist down here in Houston, Texas. So hopefully I can get to talk to him on Saturday. And if that does not happen on Saturday, I will do a follow-up on the finals of the president's elect. Thank y'all for checking me out. Stay tuned. Keep it beating or let it flatline. Talk to you later.
Hey, Heart Attack here. How y'all doing? Hey, I'm a little bit disturbed and I'm a little bit disembogulated when I walk into certain people's houses these days. And this ain't to criticize. I know people is working hard and you probably don't have the time or probably don't have the money to afford it. But I've been seeing people carpets and floor looking very dusty, dingy, spotted. It just look a disgrace. I mean, I have your house to be, you take all your time, your money, and your experience to try to give your family a nice home, and it's hard to keep your floors clean. Hey, we got somebody for you here in Houston, Texas. It's called Midtown Commercials. Midtown Commercials. They do stone floors, concrete floors, wax, strip, carpet, extractions, carpet cleaning, deck cleaning, deep deck cleaning, power wash. Midtown Commercials is one of the best floor professionals in Houston, Texas. Midtown Commercials. If you're trying to get your floor clean, you're trying to have your house smelling good. Oh man, the scents he had to make your house smell good, like it's fresh, it look good, it smell good. That's what you want people to see. If you want your floor clean, contact Midtown Commercials. The number is 713-806-4619. Once again, the number is 713-806-6419. Midtown Commercial. The best floor professionals in Houston, Texas.